Welcome to Twisted Vader Reviews, and today we have Transformers Masterpiece Soundwave from Hasbro Toys R Us version MP-02 with all 5 cassettes. Now let's take a look at this box alone. Looks good. And here's the back. There's all the cassettes he comes with, all 5, unlike the Takara version which only came with 2. There's the stats. So without further ado, let's take a look. Frenzy, the little Megatron gun, and then I got 3 tapes in here because this holds 3 tapes. We've got Rumble, Lazerbeak, and Ravage all in here at the same time, which I think is pretty cool. I'm sure you guys have seen that before if you've seen the MP-13. But this is the MP-02 Toys R Us version, which I guess is the same, except a little bit cheaper, and it comes with all 5 cassettes, which you can't beat, especially considering they're selling 2 cassettes for $60 alone. Right off the bat, I'm going to suggest buy. I really don't find many things wrong with this. This is with the toy that I should have gotten when I was a kid, not the Soundwave we did get. These tapes are amazing. I love how they transform. These Masterpiece toys are the reason that actually got me back into Transformers, because when I was a kid, half of them things they made were goofy, like Ironhide with no head. I mean, that was the most ridiculous Transformer we ever had as a kid. It looked nothing like the cartoon. I don't know. To me, it was terrible. Soundwave still looked good. G1 Soundwave was still cool. But if you see these two side by side, unfortunately, I don't have the G1. This one towers it. And here we have Frenzy in robot form. Definitely much better than the original. Articulation is actually amazing. The feet will move here, they'll move up and down. The knees will move, it moves at the hip. It can move in and out. The wrists don't spin. You can move there. This will move in and out, up and down. The head even spins, mainly for the transformation, but that adds a nice touch. And as you see, when you transform it, the waist spreads just to give him a little bit more height. I think it's definitely neat. And he's pretty tight, pretty solid. I think it's a decent little guy. There's Rumble in tape form. Now I said there's 3 other tapes in here, so there's a little button back here. Once you pop one out, you pop that down, it shoots the tapes forward. Lazerbeak. And here's Buzzsaw. Both of them side by side. Exact same transformation. So let's go ahead and transform him. And there's Lazerbeak. This looks exactly like the cartoon. And that's the main reason I like these Masterpiece. We're getting exactly what we pictured we would get when we were kids. We saw it on a screen, we went to the store and buy it, and 90% of the time it didn't look right. This looks correct. These engineers did a very good job. He also has his little gimmick up here. His little spy microphone or whatever that is. I think that's pretty neat. This honestly is my favorite one because if you remember the G1, they were terrible. Here's a little example. Here's the Sound Blaster. I can't remember his name, but he's the G1 Rhino. That's it. Skinny, falls over, and you still got to click these big bulky things on. Terrible. So here's Ravage. I wish I had the G1 version of him to show you, but and that's Ravage. That, again, looks like Ravage. It looks like it's supposed to. Now let's transform Rumble, because we're going to show you his little gimmick. He also comes with these, and you could pop one off just like the cartoon. Any difference is you want to flip this down so he can hold it, and that'll shove right into his hand, and there you go, just like the cartoon. Now how to change him, here we go. And there's Rumble. Now, you pop this little top off, and the directions tell you to fold in the arm and flip them up like this. So we'll do that first. So you set him like that, and then basically just set him on there. Doesn't click in. No matter what you do. pull them down. And there's Rumble ready to pummel. The only downside is you can see the ball joints right out the bat. So if you flip the arms, it doesn't lock in any better, but it looks better to me. And it hits the ground almost. So it looks more like he's pummeling. That's the way I'm going to have him set up. You can go either way, it's your preference. Now a quick example of storage. When you put him in tape form, the other guys, they don't have like the old ones where you have to put the pieces on, the big jet and whatnot. But these guys do, because they come off and turn into their guns. So for storage, there's two ways to do it. One way, I have Rumbles stored in here. This little door opens and you can store, I'll show you that in the transformation mode, but you can store these in here. They fit just like that. And the normal way they come is like that, and you slide it right down in there. And then that sits in there. Same with the other side. Slides right down in there. Then these pop into here. And there they are. And that's how it stores. This also has this weird little clips here. I guess the original design is so he can carry that on his back. Clip them in. If you want to do that, I guess you can. Of course, he's really, really top heavy with all that. But if you just need a place to store, you can do that. Also, on the back here, you could just clip it on his arm, and that'll stay right there on that. You can put both sides like that, and this one will clip over here. And it just gives you storage. You can put it like that, you know, set it on the shelf. You don't see him, it's out of the way, but it stays together. Also, he does fit the old G1 tapes. I don't have any of the Soundwave's original, but here's a Sound Blaster, the robot. And it fits and ejects. So here's Soundwave. Let's give you a close look. As you can see, it's pretty thick. So let's take a good look at him in tape deck mode. These buttons are actually spring loaded. Forward and rewind, you can actually push them. Play doesn't do anything. You have a neat little non-lit but looks like LED record light. And of course that works. On the side, all kinds of different little ports. There's an on and off switch, I guess, and it actually goes up and down. The back, not too bad. The bottom doesn't look like a tape deck. The other side, bunch of more ports, little volume control. It moves, not much, but it does move. This is an earphone plug, and earphones actually plug in. No, it's not an MP3 player. No, it doesn't work, and it really doesn't lock in well. But it does work, so you can set this up on your desk or stand or whatever as a display. And let's go to robot mode. Ba-bam! And there he is, Soundwave. His little gun's just like the original. And there's a little tab right here. And he will tab onto his hand. And that's Soundwave in all his glory. So, we'll start off with the things I don't like since there's less of them. Yellow eyes. I do remember the G1 toy, I think, was also yellow eyes, but the whole idea of the masterpiece is to emulate the cartoon. And he had red eyes. So I am going to see what I can do about getting red eyes, even stickers, or maybe even just get another whole head with the red eyes, whatever. That'll be in the future. Now, as far as good things, everything. I like it. He looks really good. You even have this little painted detail in the back. Looks robotic. Another weird thing I noticed when you change the hands, it's actually a little speaker looking thing in there. His waist will twist. Look at that, all the way around. His feet can move up and down a little bit. These are die cast. Can move in and out. Can't, yeah, can move into. I mean, as you see, this whole thing pops down, so you can really make adjustments if you need to. Yeah, so you want to get the inside stand. Pose them like that. However you want to do it. The knees work good. It'll twist right here as well as up here. This can go up and down. Even here can go real tight ratchet. You got to be careful. The wrist will twist. The fingers, these three are separate from the pointer. The pointer is on two joints, which is nice because that'll give you that famous I'm gonna push my own tape player type pose. Of course, the elbow twists right here, and the shoulder. Both sides are like that. Not sure what that's all about. And this is Soundwave. MP-02. The Toys R Us Special Edition Hasbro Soundwave. You got this Energon cube, which I like. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I like to do. As it comes with this little screen. I seen they have cutouts you can put in here so it looks like he's doing something. This on first. And then clip the Energon cube. Personally, I think it looks better because it has them little squares inside there. I think that looks a little better. But there he is making an Energon cube. Boom. And he has this little guy here, which will take place of his hand. You just fold the hand back up, shove it in there, and it clips right on, and there you go. He also comes with the Megatron gun, which I'm sure most people have seen by now. I think he's come with Optimus and Starscream, but anyway, here he is. Soundwave. So I'll just let me put the hand back, and I'll just give a couple views so you can judge for yourself. So there he is, full view. This will rotate too. So there they are, the main group right there. Rumble was everywhere, Ravage was everywhere, And of course, Lazerbeak, still to this day, is everywhere. The one thing I didn't show you yet was where I was storing his back pieces. Instead of in his rumble pack, you can keep him with Soundwave himself. He has a little compartment on his feet. Now if you look right there, there's the compartment. It'll pop open. It's a place to store it. And there's his gun. Wing gun, whatever you want to call it. And they just clip right on just like the original. And there he is. Rumble. Really nice little figure. Honestly, I really don't have much to complain about these. Whoever designed these did an excellent job. It's a very nice figure. That's it for Twisted Vader reviews on Transformers, Soundwave, Hasbro, Toys R Us exclusive with all 5 tapes. MP-02. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.